Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am going back to doing free reading giveaways for you guys. So for anybody who wants to comment giveaway down below in the comments, I will get you entered into my free reading giveaway. My rates did go back up. However, guys, you are in luck because I'm going to be doing some super good specials every month. This month I'm going to do 40 minutes for $40, which is like fantastic because you almost get an hour for pretty much less than half off. So that's phenomenal deal. So let me know if you guys are interested in doing that. And otherwise, I have been missing you guys. I hope you're having a fantastic first part of the 2021 year. I think everybody's pretty much, getting on the up and up with their energy, with their goals, with where everybody's trying to go, and how you're just feeling overall. I think everyone has kind of a refresher, type of vibe going on compared to last year. Being in Taurus season, and happy birthday to you, Taurus is out there. We're really going to be going over that energy, or we're working with that energy of determination and wanting to just really go towards those goals and use that determination, learn what we have from needing to be patient and kind of, understanding what is required from our behaviors, what's required of us to be able to maintain that energy and really bring in what we're trying to manifest into our life. Okay, so what all this means for you in Taurus season is that you have a beautiful opportunity to really refine what those goals look like, to slow things down, to center yourself, and to really get what you want in the best way possible. So that's kind of an overall of where we're at this month. And overall, other than that, let's take a look at your love situation, because that's where we're really putting all that energy into. I'm focusing on love. We're going to look at, the circumstances of the situation, all that jazz. And overall, we'll also see how they feel about you, okay? So let's get into it. Hey, Aries. All right, we got a new deck here for this particular reading. It's the Moonology deck. And we're going to start this reading off with the current circumstances of your situation in love. And this deck is going to give us that idea. I'm loving it so far. I really enjoy the messages that are coming out. You and your loved ones are safe is one of them. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Don't let pride get in your way, and conclusions are within reach. I get a feeling you want to make some kind of a change. However, what your current circumstances are telling you is you need to hold off and let things just kind of be. Things are good, don't make any big changes right now, and that things are going to shift into a way that you are going to understand that conclusions are within reach. Kind of card there, it tells me that. So I feel like you might be in a little bit of a pickle this month. You're trying to make some shifts, some changes, yet you're being very cautious about how to handle this. So there might be a difficult situation that you've been dealing with, and for some of you, maybe you think the only way out of this is to just kind of make this big, action. I'm actually seeing to refrain from that. I'm seeing to look at this as this was kind of an experience that was meant to be, obviously, or wouldn't be happening, and to kind of ride the changes without making any big hasty decisions that could come from a place of high emotions, or just out of ego, and know that whatever it is you're actually seeking isn't going to come from force. It's going to come from just being patient and letting things kind of develop naturally, okay? The external forces that are creating this chaos are conflict. Well, no shit. Okay, let's see if we can get a better understanding of that conflict. Some of you, this is something, ancestral trauma going on that you need to deal with. If you're having problems in a relationship, there could be ancestral trauma that's coming out into these situations, and you're like, what is this? Why is this even here? This doesn't even have anything to do with us. This is not like us. This is no place here. And it's something that's happened from the past, and those are very difficult, especially for people who aren't up with, the lingo of what that even means or how that affects your life. definitely something, if you're wanting clarity on, reach out, because it could be something that really doesn't have anything to do with you, but it is a karmic situation that needs to take place for whatever reason. So that aspect, it is going to be important to reach out and find out what that chaos actually means and what it stands for. You're going to find more gratitude out of addressing it than fighting about it, okay? I will tell you that right now. Where to devote your energy. Taking ownership. Everybody needs to be on the same side when it comes to, acknowledging the misdeeds and accomplishments and learning to love each of these lessons as a very deep opportunity for this relationship to strengthen, or to get a good understanding of which direction you need to go as individuals, okay? But devoting your energy into that is going to help you evolve into the direction that you're going. I certainly wouldn't, if you're thinking that you and your loved ones have to stay in a situation that is not conducive to something positive, that is not accurate right now. This is an opportunity for everybody to be on the same page, for somebody to learn a lesson here, and for you guys, for you to evolve from this situation. Those are very different groups, and I don't want to get too deep into it because they have very different meanings, and I don't want to misconstrue the two. One is actually very, very different. One's about kind of getting away from a relationship, and the other is more about you need to find within yourself that there are really beautiful circumstances going on in the relationship, that even though certain things might not be exactly the way you thought they would be, that doesn't mean that you need to just kind of let it go. It means to kind of come to a determination of what the real reason for being in your life, and what the meaning of the cycle or the lesson or the test was. What was the meaning behind it? I hope that resonates. I won't get too deep into that because I don't want to confuse the different groups. How can you achieve, the most stability out of this situation here? Seasonal harvest, letting things take its natural, course. Natural course when it comes to this process, letting things naturally develop, change and progress. Again, letting these changes develop, letting this progression happen in a very natural way is going to be the easiest way for you to not work against, the grain here. Affirmation of acceptance. This has specifically, I think, to do with that group of you who it's been difficult because you feel like the only way you're going to make it is if you pursue something that isn't necessarily conducive to your happiness. This is an opportunity for you to address this in a way that is not dependent on anybody. It's not dependent on survival. It's not dependent on anything. The universe has got your back, but you've got to trust in the process, and that is unknown, and that can be very scary sometimes. If you need to know where that's going to end up, reach out. I will certainly be happy to help give you an understanding of where that can lead, okay? That stability does come from being able to judge the situation clearly, having, maybe even seeking advice from somebody older than you to get that. And maybe it's embarrassing, maybe it's something difficult to talk about, but that is going to be necessary for some of you to get where you're wanting to go, that renewal, that fulfillment when it comes to, this who you are, and that's that foundation that you stand upon. You've got to be able to have that long-term stability and goals kind of in place, and that long-term support in place. And if that's something that needs to happen, now is the time, okay? There's not going to be a better time. Taurus energy is also very stabilized, so it's not high emotion, it's not too cray-cray. I would deal with it now, okay? Your potential to be successful in this, well, if you get out of your own way and you're not, restricting yourself, and you're open to the possibilities of whatever the universe wants to bring into your reality and into your existence, even what you want to bring into your reality and your existence. The more you get out of your own way, the more you allow this energy to just fully come in. It helps you learn new skills, learn new perspectives, and be very at peace with what that can bring. It brings a lot of abundance, I will tell you that, okay? So I hope that gives you that clarity that you were looking for. If you need some specific understanding or details, definitely feel free to reach out and let me know. Otherwise, you know, let these things develop naturally, and you will certainly be pleasantly surprised and grateful at the end of it, definitely. Okay, much love to you guys. I hope you have a great month. We'll talk to you soon.